go now.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To the outside, that's complete to Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. First carry now for David Montgomery. They go! Touchdown, Detroit! David Montgomery, 69 yards. And the Lions march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find his tight end. That's Waller. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. 24 yards to gain there. Another 1st down as well. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. He's into space past the 25. And finally down at the 9-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And quickly into the hands of Waller. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Barkley not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Trace Percy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Oh, they were so close to the goal line, Charles. 4th down, they figure, well, we'll go for it. But the decision to pass winds up being a bad one with that interception.
Well, I think you said it really well. They may have just figured we're this close, we may as well go for it. Or they had a plan right from the beginning coming into this game to be aggressive. In any event, it didn't work out for them.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw. Hooker throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to try and do this himself. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Six-yard return after a punt of 48. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 40-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
Go north salad. Go north salad.
Jones now to throw on 2nd down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. A quick throw there out to Williams. Trotty! Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams, 44 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing Jones. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Barkley, inside handoff. And this will be a Giants first down as good running gets them to about the 44. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Gold River! Gold River!
A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
4th down, Jones and the offense stay put. They're going for this.
Ladybug, 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 ladybug. Apple, 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 apple. Apple, go.
They're going to try and throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 56 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And it's now 13-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
The throw over the middle taken in. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But if the assignment gets mixed up, that's the end result.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line.
The end zone was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down now, but that clock rolling. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Jones. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darren Waller, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Looking to throw on second down. Hooker. He'll go right back to St. Brown. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Well, he's been a busy man in this first half. They've targeted him quite a bit, including both plays here to start this drive. And until that defense starts reacting a little better, they may just keep going back to him.
Let's go now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Hooker. That pass caught. It's Williams. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Ready, shot.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready.
Back to throw again. Flush. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The final shot before break. Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
14.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 20. Touchdown. Sterling Shepard. 75 yards. And the Giants come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Lions.
19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
Off the play fake. Hooker. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Harris Campbell, 31 yards. And the Giants take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Complete to Jones. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 23, here's second and a couple.
At the Giants' 23-yard line.
Hey, let's go!
counter play. Here's Gibbs. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
He finds us on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level in the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
They'll run with Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
A 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
It's complete, and he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game.
Jeff Fox picking off for the Lions.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Quick right. Up, go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
A quick pass here has got Shepard.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Operating from the gun. Jones delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. Touchdown, Giants! Darius Slayton, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.